Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. We got a Mox. We're gonna take a Mox. I like Remand, Stealthy Voidwalker. I've been higher on Lotus Puddle lately than I normally am. It just I feel like the cube is all about playing 2 drops on turn 1 and 3 drops on turn 2. This does both of that, so I think I might start taking this higher. Not higher than a Mox Sapphire, but just sort of making a mental note out loud to myself. We'll take the Mox. Ooh, okay. Jitte, Jace the Mind Sculptor, 6. I guess sort of those. I mean, Jackrabbit, I love Field of the Dead. I think it's really fun. But, like, the lands archetype just gets worse the more Moxen you have, kind of. Or, like, less exciting because this requires 7 lands. And you usually play a Mox over the place of a land. So now it's sort of like you need 8 mana sources for this to work. So it's still good, but I'm less excited about the land's archetype the more power I have. Kind of the same thing with green. Like the benefit of being in green is you get to play Land War Elves, which is kind of just a Mox that costs 1 mana, which says a lot about how good a Mox is that we're willing to do that. Anyway, that rant over. Lutry's pretty safe. Jitte's pretty nice when you have a Mox to like ramp stuff out. I love Jace. I think Jace is very fun. I'm gonna take Jitte here though. I think it's better than most of these other cards. And we have the ability to make it faster as well. This pack. I could take Force of Will. Mox Sapphire does make me want to kind of go into blue. And this pack overall is pretty bad otherwise. I mean, the other option is Lose Focus, which is less all in, but I think the upside of Lose Focus is pretty low. Yeah, I'll take Force of Will. The most upside here. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We have Talisman of Dominance, Dark Ritual, Night's Whisper. I finally see Tifa in a pack. I feel like I just have never seen this card. Maybe my brain is like removing it from the pack because the art doesn't match any of the other art in the cube. But maybe that's what's happening. Like I'm just blind to it. Kappa Cannoneer is good with this kind of stuff. It's good with Force of Will. Let's try it. I don't often end up in artifacts. This card's sweet. I like... Baleful Strix is really good with Jitte and the other stuff. PO is really sweet if it wheels. And Memory Jar is really fun. If we can get there. I just want a Goblin Welder and Memory Jar. I have so much good memories of that happening. Bring back Goblin Welder. But here, I think it's a Baleful Strix. It just kind of does everything that you want. Ooh. Gush, Trinket Mage, Manifold Key. Trinket Mage's value goes up a lot for me when I have Jitte, so I have something to like actually do with the creature. And Mox Sapphire's obviously a great thing to find. Gush probably wheels. It's so good. Key is fine. Gush might wheel. I'm gonna take... it's like the classic problem. I'd much rather have this, but I think the upside of this is like quite high. Wow, what? This is a 7th pick Pest Infestation. Also a Dark Confidant, which is another card I love. It's less good in a deck with Force of Will, Kappa Cannoneer, I will say. So I could take Underground Sea. That does make Baleful Strix more possible. So, sorry, friend. And this card's great. Not necessarily where we're headed right now. Oh. Nissa Who Shakes the World. This is a great card. I like Coalition Relic. But I don't know necessarily where we're headed. This card is sweet because it's a blue card that pitches to Force. So I like that. Undercity Sewers helps with the mana, but this is helps with the mana and also draws cards and also pitches to Force, so I'll take it. Here, this is a Trial that taps for that. Lotus Petal can enable Kappa Cannoneer. What do I want to do? 0-mana artifacts are pretty high. We'll take this. Troll of Casa Doom can grab Underground Sea. Celestial Colonnade's cool, but we'll just get good fixing here. Okay. Coveted Jewel. Bitter Triumph. I think this is more looking like just a good interactive deck than it is like a Coveted Jewel deck, so I'll take the removal spell. And then this pack... Bone Crusher Giant is the most tempting, although Eldrazi Scion can wear Jitte. I guess it doesn't help them do damage. Line Sesh is an artifact, but I think Bone Crusher's, I don't know. They're all pretty, like, medium cards. PO versus Memory Jar. Now we have an interesting decision. Probably going to be PO. Although Shadowy Backstreet, actually I'm going to take this. This lets Troll get white. And I think decks like this often want to splash white for, I mean, the removal gets much better when you have white in your deck. You get Source of Polished Reprieve. Holy cow. Okay. Mox, Tameo, Solitude, Shelldock, Polluted Delta, Kitesail Freebooter. Get Lost is a card that I probably should take more highly, because it kills a lot of stuff. And the Noticist is also busted, but I mean, we'll take a Mox. Tameo in this deck would be incredible, but I think we're probably going to take a Mox and wheel Kitesail Freebooter, and I'm pretty happy about that. We'll take Mox, though. That's kind of making me wish I had the paradoxical outcome. Okay. Inquisition, Urza, Skyclave. We're not in the colors. Kaito I like, but I'm not going to take this highly. So I think it's Inquisition, Urza, Spellbomb. And it's not Spellbomb, so it's Inquisition versus Urza. I have double Mox, so I can play him quickly. I have Kappa Cannoneer. I feel like I always pass this card. It's a card that I see it and I'm like, whoa, that's sweet. And then I pass it every time. No! Manatide, Deep Cavern Bat, Occult Epiphany. This isn't really a workshop deck. I have two Mox in, but like workshop doesn't really, that doesn't combo. I love Deep Cavern Bat. It holds a Jitte. It is good if we get Kaito or Fallen Shinobi. It's great. I love Manatide. I think I would prefer this, but I only have the one land and it enters tapped right now. So I don't think it's worth pushing into other colors just yet. I think the disruption of this is quite nice. Wow, this pack. Oh, okay. Wow. Dismember, Shinobi, Mox Opal, Infernal Grasp. Upheaval to a lesser extent with double Mox, like, it's fine, but 6 mana is a lot. Whew. This is hard. I could kind of commit and grab a Mox Opal, but I don't think I need to. Shinobi has such high upside with the Bat and the Baleful Strix, and we're probably going to wheel the Freebooter. I think I'm going to take Shinobi. The other thing is there's two really good black removal spells here. I mean, this is colorless, but... And I think the odds of me getting one of these... Actually, this one's okay as well. The odds of one of those wheeling is high compared to the odds of this specific card is lower. I don't know if that makes sense. I wish I could take Fury. This is probably a Mana Leak or Prismatic Vista. My mana is awkward, but with double Mox, my ability to turn one Mana Leak is quite high, so I'm going to take that. Ledger Shredder is cool. Pretty good with all these Mox in. Love a Ledger Shredder. We will take it. Bauble is good with the Shredder. Bauble is good with Kappa Cannoneer if we're going there. Good with Urza. Another thing to Trinket Mage. I'll take a Bauble, I think. Probably not Bone Crushing. And Thopter Foundry is cute, but this feels like a deck that can easily, like, trophy. So why ruin it with bad cards? Tundra helps. Phantasmal Image is really good. It doesn't hold a Jitte. Tundra lets me go into white a little bit better. But I don't know if I need to go into white, is the question. This card has such a high ceiling. It's good with the Bat. It's good with Baleful Strix, kind of. Pretty good with Urza. I think I'm going to take the land, though. This opens up any, like, future fetches to fix things. Oh, I forgot about balance in this pack. I could go turn 1, land, Mox, Bauble, Petal, balance, and that would be pretty devastating. Now that I took the white source, that's more possible. Nettle Cyst is also kind of good. In my deck, it's going to be a 2-2 most of the time, which isn't amazing. Because I have Shinobi, I'm going to take this. Balance is really tempting. I think there's definitely it could be the right pick, but I just want to hit someone with a Shinobi. Okay, well, we get Kaito. We also get Otawara, but we kind of got some ninja stuff going on. Otawara is cool. Discard a land, bounce a thing. It's free. I'm going to take Kaito. Ghost Vacuum. I've been bullied into it. No, it's a fine sideboard card. I can grab it with Trinket Mage, which is kind of nice. I mean, there's some matchups where Upheaval could do the thing. I don't think I'm Leyline Binding. Kappa Cannoneer, I'm not sure about. The White Splash is looking easier, but someone took my Mana Tithe, and for that I will never forgive them. Unearth. Not yet, not currently. Whoa, get out of here, Unearth. Okay, new pack, new me. Uh, Treasure Cruise is pretty interesting. Mox Diamond lets me place like turn one so easily. Um, Pretty good in a deck like this. The white cards, this card in particular, with so many Mox in, could be good, but I don't think it's necessarily there. And we're definitely short on card draw, so I'm gonna take Treasure Cruise. I think Mox Diamond would be good with Treasure Cruise, but I think we take the cruise first. Okay. Uh, this pack, Hymn to Torok is so hard to cast in this deck. Like I said, my fixing, I have just as much white fixing as I do black fixing at this point. So I think for now, I could take Probe. Thought Scour is pretty good now that I have a Treasure Cruise. But I think Probe is just a better card. So I'm going to take this. Maybe Thought Scour comes around and I'm happy about it. But we're really, really, really looking for more fixing. It's kind of sketchy for this deck right now. Caustic Bronco. I want more cards like this. I think Miscalc's great, but I already have, I guess, just Mana Leak. Because there is, this is hard. Because I can turn one Caustic Bronco and then have the counter spells up. So I need to decide, do I want basically my second Mana Leak, or do I want my first Dark Confidant? I think the first Dark Confidant. We'll take that. Still no fixing. Brainstorm. I do have two fetches, or like shuffle effects. I don't have any fetches, but instant speed shuffle effects make Brainstorm a little bit better. Kitsa is fine, not amazing. Metamorph is pretty good. Walking Ballista is fine. I think this deck just wants a Brainstorm because it's there. Does that make sense? It also fills my graveyard. We'll take a Brainstorm. Okay. Probably just have to take this Misty, unfortunately. Although, what would I take? Teferi would be kind of cool here, and Brain Surge or Collective Brutality would be all right. But we need to cast our stuff. Okay. Wow. We have Abhorrent Oculus. We do have Unearth, but we don't really have a good way to discard it. Sink into Stupor, I'm just obsessed with. I think it's excellent as a card. Liliana's pretty good if we can get the mana for her. The sort of my biggest hesitation with Liliana is we don't have a black Mox. Displacer Kitten's kind of awesome with these things, but I think this card's just really good. I think the opportunity cost is very low. We already have quite a few playables. This is a messed up Mind Twist deck. Yeah. The Mox makes it pretty gross. We'll take a Mind Twist. Okay. Crucible, no. Ephemerate, no. Narset's alright. We can play her really quickly. I'll play a Narset. Okay. Harvester of Misery kind of wipes my board, but it also wipes theirs. Is this like the one deck that would want this guy? I have a Narset. So this is kind of good there. It gives me interaction. I have a couple Mox in to make it better. I think this is better. The cheap, it's just like a nice split card. Cheap removal or cheap other thing. Thought Scour versus him. So right now, I'm not playing these white cards. I think I cut one of my fixing. No way. Do I only have one? There's no way I could play Tendrils. Oh my gosh. Or not Tendrils, Hymn to Torok. Maybe there is. We'll try it. I don't know. That could have been a mispick. We'll take Ugin for a matchup that I really need it. Walking Ballista is fine. K-Command, sure. I don't know. I felt like Hymn to Torok and Mind Twist in the same deck is spicy. This deck really wants a Gush. It really wants a Daze. I don't think we're a Lotus Petal deck, although that does help with the Hymn to Torok problem. So these are lands. Yeah, I have just two non-basics here. Last pick, Yawgmoth's Will. How the Mighty Have Fallen. I used to be excited about that. So this. Right? These are all Tundra doesn't help us. I can keep a Surveil Land if I want, but I only have one fetch. Yeah, okay, I only have this fixing basically. Do I? This is a land, this is a land. 24 including Lotus Petal. And this is like a 1. I think Kappa Cannoneer, it doesn't really get there because we only have like artifacts that tap for mana anyway. So I don't love it. I could just run Ugin, play Ugin, untap, Lotus Petal them, but 7 mana is a lot. This is free. This is 2, this is 4, this is 3, this is 2, this is going to be like 5. 23. I could run the white sources and just have an extra like Stoneforge for Jitte because I have 3 free white sources, which really becomes 4, 5, 6. I basically have 6 white sources. Honestly, I think I have to do that. Run Stoneforge, cut Lotus Petal. Because Shadowy Backstreet's something I kind of maybe wanted to play anyway. We're not going to run any basic planes. Because it's literally one Stoneforge. If we don't draw it, it's fine. But it's another shuffle effect for Brainstorm. Which helps. I wish we had Squadron Hawk in the cube. That'd be kind of sweet. Going old school. Okay, so blue sources 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's probably way too many blue sources because I have 2 double blue cards. So this is 11. Black sources we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a pretty awkward uh mana situation. All swamps. But most of my turn 1 plays are black. So that's okay. Narset is definitely the most awkward card on my mana, but I think that's okay. Alright, let's see how this goes. Seawall, round 1. Alright, we're playing against Allegations. We're on the play. Man. This hand, I guess I keep it. It seems alright. I mean, turn 1 Baleful Strix, we have 2 ninjas in our deck. We have removal, so I'll definitely take it. Trinket Mage can grab Walking Ballista. That's it. Okay, this curve looks good now, especially against Temple Garden. Kaito? I like that too. That'll be good later. Trinket Mage. Walking Ballista, I think I have 3. If I grab Mox Emerald, next turn I can go up to 5, which still can't cast the Troll. We'll just play it slowly, get the Walking Ballista here. They have 2 mana up, which could counter the Ballista. Couldn't be mana drain. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. Let's go Swamp. Attack for 3. Then I think where I want to be is Stoneforge Mystic. They could have Flash. I'm not really playing around that. Grab a Jitte. It is Flash. Oh, okay, that's fine. Got a 2/2. They attack for 2. We will take 2. Teferi Time Raveler. So he bounces the Jitte? They just uptick. Okay. Seems pretty cool to me. We draw Tundra. We equip Jitte to the Baleful Strix. Play the Tundra. We attack Teferi with the Baleful Strix. And just the Baleful Strix? Teferi stops me from being able to play instant speed stuff. I guess that's okay. They do in fact have Solitude, and I can't do anything about it. So they Solitude a Baleful Strix, which honestly, things could be worse. Okay, that happening. I think I equip here, because if they bounce Trinket Mage with Teferi, I really don't care that much. I could also Bitter Triumph the Teferi, but that feels bad. Cloud. Oh, are they gonna grab their own Jitte? We're gonna have a Jitte off. Skullclamp. Okay. Less scary. Although they can go land, clamp, cloud, draw like 4. It's pretty good. Cloud Skullclamp I do like. Draw 4 cards. That is 4 mana, draw 4. It's pretty good. Okay, they don't downtick to fairy. They don't attack with a knight. We draw island. So, couple options. Walking Ballista for 6. Troll of Khazad-dûm. I guess we'll see how this combat goes first. Attack to fairy here. They probably block. Yeah. But now I get Jitte counters, which makes Skullclamp sort of not good. But they can bounce. You know what? I think I'm gonna do something a little wild. Just Bitter Triumph the Teferi. And then go Walking Ballista as a 2/2. This just makes the Skullclamp obsolete. We'll see what they got. Questing Beast would be like pretty rough. Yeah, I guess Skullclamp isn't obsolete because they could play a big chunky thing and then equip Clamp to it. Soul Ring? That's okay. That's different. I don't like that. I mean, I have 2 mocks in my deck, so it's hard to complain. This kind of feels like a questing beast. It has that presence. But my opponent's been very methodical. Eternal Witness. Okay. Getting back to fairy? Getting back Solitude. Sweet. Okay, they're trying to equip their... I will remove a counter to ping this in response. That does remove a ballista counter. They have 2 mana up. We are definitely, unfortunately, equipping Jitte over Troll of Khazad-dûm. Equip here, because this card's worse. Attack them. I guess I get to also activate Walking Ballista if I need to. That's not too bad. We're up to 4 Jitte counters now. So we'll see. Which card is better? Skullclamp or Jitte? Place your bets. Urza is pretty good. I will take an Urza. Skullclamp drew my opponent 4 cards. That is 100% true and valid. Jitte it just kills everything they play for the rest of the game. Here comes Hardcast Solitude. They play fetch. They pass turn. I don't mind if they Solitude my Walking Ballista, so I'm gonna activate. I know they're hardcasting Solitude here, but this forces them to use it before I equip the Jitte. It's much better for me. They exiled there. I gain 1. I think I'm gonna use this to ping the Solitude. If they have Ephemerate, it's kind of bad, but otherwise I just get to kill this thing. Okay. We're drawing an Urza. I can play Urza with Sinking and Stupor up, so we'll start by attacking here. See what's going on. Sweet. More Jitte. I have the ability to counter, so we'll play Urza. And I can sink into the Stupor. We'll just pass turn. What do you got for 3? Cycling a land. Perfect. I don't know, guys. This Jitte card might be good. This is, I guess, a good time to talk about the fundamental difference and why I think this card's better than Skullclamp. Skullclamp trades cards in play for cards in hand. And that's great. The Cloud into Skullclamp play is not bad. I don't think Skullclamp is a bad card. But Jitte, like, removes cards in play. There you go. Just concede. I want to know... I wish I had known what they saw. Yeah, Jitte removes cards in play. So it's sort of like a form of card advantage. But it's a form of card advantage that comes with removing your opponent's mana advantage as well. Like, my opponent has 6 cards in hand. I have 2, really 1 kind of playable card, and they just concede because Jitte stops them from being able to play any creatures ever. Whereas Skullclamp, I don't care that they have it because, like, You can have infinite cards in hand. If you can't put them into play, it just doesn't matter. So like this card's good if it can draw them into a counter to Jitte. If they don't have that, they genuinely could draw like 10 cards here and just lose. Because Jitte's it's card advantage because you're killing their stuff, but it's so much mana advantage because there's like they spent mana on stuff that no longer exists, or they just can't spend mana on the stuff because it doesn't exist anymore. Hopefully that makes some amount of sense. So again, Jitte, not a bad card. I'm gonna keep this hand. Or Skullclamp's not a bad card. I just think Jitte is way, way, way better. Underground Sea. If I Jitaxian Probe, then I can't Force of Will, so we're gonna hold on to Probe for just a little bit. Voice of Victory. That's actually good against me right now. And good with Skullclamp. I literally just made the tier list where I rated this low, and in this moment, I see why it could be good. Because next turn they attack for 3. Am I Force of Willing a Voice of Victory? It's not going to be able to do anything elsewhere. Alright, you know what? I changed my evaluation on this card because I had to Force of Will it. Mostly, I think I rate that... Oh my god, I'm flooding so hard in these matches. I think mostly I rate that card low because I don't often play blue, and I think this is a kind of a good example of why blue I don't like. Because just a lightning bolt, boom, he's dead. Like anything proactive removal is great, but counter spells are so reactive that if you just like if you draw a counter spell at the wrong time, you just have this. Oh my god. Well, I couldn't have countered it anyway. Yikes, though. Anyway, if you draw a counter spell at the wrong time, you're gonna have a bad time. We attack Oko. I have removal for this thing. Let's play Baleful Strix. Not playing around Daze because I want to know like what lands I'm grabbing. Misty Rainforest. I have a Brainstorm, but I also don't want to draw more lands. But I do have a Brainstorm, so we'll hold the Brainstorm. I get to Mind Twist them, so it's kind of me versus like Oko here. They can trade the food. Yep, that's a 3/3. I feel like I'm gonna have to set up something where I Walking Ballista to ping some foods and then Harvester of Misery or something. They're attacking me. That's interesting. I'll take 3. Ugh. Oko and Soul Ring is something. Lord of the Third Path. Probably killing Baleful Strix is my guess. Okay, killing Walking Ballista. Interesting. Well, we'll trade. They have 2 cards. They have 1 card. They're going to go up to 2. I get to Mind Twist both of them. Ooh, I do love Glimmer Lens. I think that's a good one. Okay. So Mind Twist for 2 on them. Glimmerlens Arid Mesa. Now I'm not entirely sure how I'm dealing with this Oko. What does this say? Power 3 or less. So this has more power. So next turn, I Harvester of Misery. So we're going to trade Baleful Strix off, I think, with the food. Harvester of Misery kills the food. And then I have Menace. They draw Terrace Under. Fair enough. Now they're going to have 2 food tokens. And my Harvester of Misery doesn't do that much. Wow. That was an insane top deck for them. I'm at 9. Treasure Cruise helps. Misty. Fetch. Tundra. Play this. Unfortunately only kills 1 thing. If I could have traded off there, completely different game. I'm at 8. They can turn Harvester of Misery into a food if they want to. Because I can block their stuff now. But if I at least trade, it's not that bad, and then I can Treasure Cruise to try and find an answer to Oko. Yep. I'm going to trade with the food token. No, because if I get Sink into Stupor, this permanently deals with the food. I'm at 5. They draw land. Alright. Okay. I can't currently Bronco and Jitte, but let's Treasure Cruise here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jitte could completely change it. Into Torok, Sink into Stupor. So I think I need the Bronco in play, but they can trade their food for my Bronco, right? They could attack, then trade Bronco for food. But then at least I have a food and I can equip Jitte. So I guess that is the play. Yeah, because I need. It's actually kind of awkward though, because I sink into stupor the food token. They make another food token this turn. I untap, play Bronco, and I'm kind of in the same spot. So I got to do this. I guess the difference is I'm not at 2 life trying to hit my opponent with a Bronco. That's the difference. Because I'm pretty likely just to die. So if I sink into stupor the food now, then let me think this through. Sink into stupor the food. Next turn they make a food. I play the Bronco. They turn that into a food and attack me. Same spot. Unless I play the Bronco and equip Jitte, but then they just turn the Jitte into a food. But then I have a 3/3 to block their thing, and I'm going to higher life total. This is really tough. I can try and set up a Jitte attack with Bronco, but I would have to not have a 2 drop on top of my deck. I can kill their food token. I'm playing it safe. They have to like draw nothing here. Okay. Mox Emerald is fine. Let's go Mox. 1, 2. No, I need all of my mana here. So they just have to have nothing. Bronco. Jitte. Equip Jitte. Pass. So now they can make a food. They can turn Jitte into a food. But all of these, at least I'm not dead to a Caustic Bronco trigger. They trade. Oh, that's even more clever. They keep the Jitte equipped. That's how that works? I didn't actually know that. That's really bad. Orion revealed. 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'm dead. They can turn Jitte into a food. Oh wait, I get the Jitte. Maybe they. I think I get the Jitte counters. Maybe if they don't realize that. I'm not completely dead, I don't think. It's just close. Because I think I get Jitte counters. So it's actually good that this is equipped. Unless they just drew Solitude. Or Teferi. I don't... They can kill me if they... No, because the Jitte becomes mine, I think. Oh, that'll do it. Yeah. Well played. Yeah, they still own it. Well played, opponent. Oko's so messed up. You just cannot beat that card. Alright, run it back. Let's go first. I mean, this is a Jitte Mind Twist, so pretty good. Turn 1 Stoneforge. Tundra Mox. Grab a Jitte. Go ahead. I definitely should have... I regret not putting this higher in the ratings when I released the top 50 video. This card is in the top 25 cards in the cube. It's insane. It's so insane. I just hadn't played with it for a while. But it's like every game that this involves, it just completely takes over. Deep Cavern Bat. I like that because then I can play an equip Jitte next turn. And I know I have a Brainstorm, but do this. Take your thing. What you got? They can play Storm Chaser's Talent and Skullclamp it. Not that bad. They can Voice of Victory with Skullclamp. Also not that bad. I can't deny them a play next turn, but if I take Oko, then it's just game over. So in hindsight, I guess I attack here. So Oko is gone. In hindsight, it would have been better to put the Jitte into play. They go Island, Voice of Victory. 4 cards in hand. Okay, well, now I draw the Brainstorm. That's on me. Play and equip Jitte. Attack them with the bat. So, like, you can get Skullclamp stuff. It's gonna cost you a lot of mana. And next turn, I just Mind Twist your hand. So maybe I just let them Skullclamp. Yeah, my biggest regret in life, not putting Mazao's Jitte like tier 3, top 25 cards in the cube. It really belongs there. So they attack. I can block one of these 1/1s. If they try and clamp, I'll just kill it in response. Kill it. I mean, I'm happy trading 1 mana for 0 mana. I would do that all day. Horizon Canopy. Glimmer Lens. That one's good. Sacrifice Warrior. What is that saying? I don't know. Okay. It didn't matter. 3 cards in hand. I can't quite Trinket Mage. And we want to get rid of Cloud. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Mind Twist, you're 3 cards left. Pretty disgusting. Oh, they lose to Fairy. Alright, fair enough. Attack here. Pass turn. They have no cards, so all they can do is try and Skullclamp. Okay. So, whenever equipped creature and at least one other creature attacks, so we're going to Jitte down this Voice of Victory so they don't get Glimmer Lens. This would be such an insane time for them to have mutagenic growth. Okay. Now they don't draw a card off Glimmer Lens. They can equip Skullclamp to the Glimmer Lens. Other runes, yeah, literally. They do get to clamp the mom. That's something. And they clamp there, which again I think is a good move. But I sort of don't really care. Let's go Brainstorm into Trinket Mage. Him to Torok, Sink into Stupor. Sink into Stupor is disgusting here. Yeah, I like that. Let's put back Swamp. So I can go 1, 2, 3. Trinket Mage grabs Mox Sapphire. So if I put back Swamp and Him to Torok, this does stop them from having stuff. I guess I can also... I can't play Baleful Strix and hold up Sink into Stupor. I don't really want to shuffle these away. This is kind of awkward. Put this on top. This is really awkward. I don't want to lose either of these. Put this, but I can't Sink into Stupor with all of this. So we're gonna put Trinket Mage, Baleful Strix on top. Play an island or whatever that land is. Attack here. We're gonna let them hit me for 3 currently, but I have Sink into Stupor to deal with the Rebel token if I want to. But preferably they play a spell, I bounce it, and then discard their hand. Or this happens. I'll take 3. They play it tapped. Okay, so now they lose their hand, and I can counter or bounce whatever they have to stop it. 2 lands. Okay, hand of 2 lands. I think they just die. Attack with Deep Cavern Bat. Gain a little bit of life. I can draw Trinket Mage here. Elspeth Knight Errant. They can make a 1/1 token. I don't actually care about any of these. Let's just let them resolve. It just dies. Oh, jeez. Alright. Bounce this. They concede. Trinket Mage grabs Walking Ballista for lethal. 6, 7, 8. I'm literally 1 short of Walking Ballista for lethal. So let's Baleful Strix first then. Oh, alright. Attack them with both of these. You can have an Elspeth. Put you to 2. 2 Jitte counters. Mana leak, it's game over, I think. There you go. Jitte versus Skullclamp. It's all I gotta say. See you next round. Hey, sorry for the interruption, but just wanted to do a quick shout out to my Caleb Gannon Gaming channel. If you like my content and you just want to see more of it, I've started posting again, and I'm planning to post quite a bit on this channel too. So if you want to see me get 3 billion combo on a card game that I made, go check that out. But I'm going to be playing some other games too, Slay the Spire, especially Slay the Spire 2 when it comes out. some other puzzly roguelike games. So just if you want to see more of my content that's not exclusively Magic the Gathering, go check out that channel. Otherwise, just keep enjoying the content. All right, we're playing against Endos. Let's go first. I mean, it's on the play him to Torok with a brainstorm, so I guess we'll go there first. We have Harvester of Misery if they play to the board really quickly. Well, 4 lands is a lot, but my deck has like not that many total lands, and a lot of the remaining lands are kind of spells. Like if I draw Lorien Revealed, I can play it. If I draw the Troll, I can just play it. Nethergoyf is a 1/2. I think if I discard Harvester of Misery, Nethergoyf will grow before it dies. So that's something to keep in mind. I think. Power is equal to the number of card types in your graveyard. Okay, so it doesn't track my graveyard. Given that, I think I actually want to just kill this thing now. Because I want him to Torok them, and that's going to turn the Nethergoyf into like a 4/4, and I don't want that. Concealing Curtains, you got it. Troll of Khazad-dûm. Don't really... Oh, I have Brainstorm. I have Brainstorm. Let's play out Island, him to Torok, them. Emrakul and Archon. That feels like I helped them more than hurt them. Yikes. I think I genuinely just helped them. Alright, go ahead. If they Concealing Curtains, I can Brainstorm to protect something. But I kind of don't care. They can take... I guess I will. Let's put back... They're going to have a 3/4. I think I'm going to stun the Concealing Curtains with Kaito. So let's put this on top, then this. Actually, I don't really care if they take Walking Ballista. Yeah, it just kind of sucks that I have so many lands, but I think we're going to do it like this. Because I get to play Kaito next turn. They could take Troll of Khazad-dûm if they want to. They choose not to. I think Misty Rainforest only has one more fetchable. Let me make sure it has another fetchable. Okay, it has a couple. I also have a Tundra, so I guess I will... The question is, do I want to draw a Walking Ballista? It's like fine. So this -2, I don't know why. Tap target creature, put 2 stun counters on it. I can stun their guy. Yeah, I think I will fetch here. Tundra. So I think what I was supposed to do is let them Revealing Eye the Walking Ballista. But I guess that doesn't matter because... Okay, tap target creature, put 2 stun counters on it. Yeah, because if they just take Walking Ballista, then I draw into the land. Basically, I could have set up Brainstorm a little bit better. Frantic Search. I'm just going to get Shallow Graved because I put the cards. Shieldred and him to Torok. Okay, so they must be missing double black is my guess. Reanimate Shieldred? Pretty good. Whenever opponent draws a card, they lose 1 life. I mean, we are flooding to an extreme degree in our 14 land deck. I can Surveil 2. That kind of forces them to attack Kaito. That makes this Surveil worse. I guess I lead on this and see what it hits. Because if I like what's on top... Oh my gosh. Literally what is happening? I can force them to attack it. I think I'm going to do that. Okay. Mox Emerald. Pretty bad. At this point, it's just like another land. Stoneforge is better than nothing. With this much mana, I guess. I can hardcast Troll next turn. My opponent has 1 card in hand as well. 3/4, I can't even attack. I didn't even like remember that this card can attack, to be honest. So they gain some life. Builder attacks Kaito. Here's where they just Cryptic Command my Troll of Khazad-dûm. Cast you. Okay. Alright. We're back in it. I don't know how you exactly race a Shieldred, but we're gonna have to figure it out, I guess. Just that. Okay. Well, that makes it even worse. Dude, literally what is happening? This is unreal. How many lands? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 out of 17? A lot. Play this. Grab Jitte. Play Jitte. Equip Jitte to the troll. Is that where I want to be? Yeah, I think so. Attack them for 6. I can gain some life if I need to. I'm hitting them for a lot of damage at least. Next turn I can hit them for 10. We do have to chump with Stoneforge. But like, we have to draw a spell eventually, right? Like something that we can do something with. Chump here. Demonic Tutor. They probably grab a counter spell, which makes it really hard for us. But like, eventually, we're gonna draw a spell, and it's gonna be great. Watch me draw Treasure Cruise and just be very sad. Although I could gain life past it. Trinket Mage. I mean, it's something. Trinket Mage can block. Let's see if Trinket Mage resolves. Okay. Oh, Walking Ballista is pretty good too. Yeah, I actually don't mind a Walking Ballista. Let's attack with a Troll. I can hit them for 10, but I think this life gain is going to be pretty relevant here. Then I'm going to play Ballista for 1. And then we're going to equip Jitte over to the Trinket Mage. And I think I want to hold this in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess if I survive until next turn somehow, then I could use all of this mana to level up Walking Ballista. I'm going to be sad if I draw the one card that's like kill a creature, lose 3 life, but this feels more possible. They entomb Shallow Grave and I die. Man, it really sucks that my Hymn to Torok hit only bad stuff. Archon. If it's Reanimate, this looks like a Corpse Dance. Yeah, I'm just dead to that. I can gain 8, but this does way more than that. Pretty close game, actually. I was winning next turn, I believe. So we're going to bring in Ghost Vacuum. I could bring in Leyline Binding. It is actually not a terrible removal spell. Cards to cut. Harvester feels pretty awkward most of the time against them. And Ballista also feels kind of awkward. The discard is really sketchy, but gotta work with what you got. Alright, on the play. Dude, what are these? I'm keeping this. I mean, I can do so much better. This is, again, a 4-land hand. Without any disruption. I do have a Jitte, but that's less valuable against Reanimator. I will actually mulligan this hand. Okay. I'll keep this. I guess that's why we mulligan, huh? Keep this. And so I'm going to go turn 1 Narset. That's pretty good. So I guess I ditch a swamp here. Turn 1 Narset. That. I can also go Ledger Shredder turn 1 and then turn 2 Narset. That would let me trigger the Ledger Shredder, but I think that is interesting because it does put a creature in play. But I think Narset could disrupt, like if they have a Ponder or something going on. Let's just down take Narset. Okay, Jitte. I strongly regret keeping this over a land because I could go Ledger Shredder into Jitte if I had the swamp instead. We'll see if that comes back to bite me. Because that would be really, really good if I could do that. They ditched curtains. That makes sense. Stoneforge Mystic. Little late, my friend. Alright, Duntic Narset. We whiffed on Narset in this deck. Literally, my luck is so bad right now. Ay, dude. Okay. Ledger Shredder. I guess we're gonna have to get our Underground Sea here. Play that. Play the Ledger Shredder. Yeah, this would be so sick if I could have a Jitte in play right now. Whiffing on Narset is crazy. Maybe it's not that crazy. I have a lot of 2-drop creatures. Emperor of Bones. I really, really hate this card. It's really good. I think this card's so busted. Oh, but I can kill a Jitte, because Jitte is insane. Perfect. Let's go Tundra, Jitte, equip, attack, Jitte, kill your thing. Beautiful. Still haven't triggered Ledger Shredder. Flagon. Draw 1. You got it. Concede the game before they even draw. That's the power of Jitte. It has nothing to do with the fact that I had triple mocks in my opener. Nothing to do with that at all. Maybe? I'm wondering if Kappa Cannoneer is just better than Stoneforge. Okay. Yeah, we get Ghost Vacuum, so I'll keep this. I think that card's gonna be pretty tough for them to get through. So let's start with Bauble. I want to see if my top card is a land for Caustic Bronco. It is a land, but not a land for Bronco, but it does let me go Brainstorm Lorien Revealed. Otherwise, I think it's the safest to do that. Get down Ghost Vacuum before like too much counter magic is possible. Pass turn. So I draw Seachrome Coast, and then I play it. Oh, I draw Seachrome Coast this turn. That's kind of sick. So I could still hit black for Bronco. 2 mana Hymn to Torok. Alright, deck. Brainstorm Kaito. Not the worst. Much better than their hit on me was. Or my hit on them was. Let's eat. What does this say? Put each creature card, so it doesn't really matter. We'll just get Hymn to Torok out of there so they don't Snapcaster it. That's, you know what? Treasure Cruise is good here. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna play Seachrome Coast. Pass with all my mana up. We're grabbing Underground Sea off this Lorien Revealed. If I Ghost Vacuum end of turn, I don't think there's a lot they can do. They could like Entomb. Let's do it end of turn here. Discard this. Grab Underground Sea. Misty is also pretty good with Treasure Cruise. Underground Sea. Play the Bronco. Pass turn. They might kill it, but this Treasure Cruise is going to be pretty good unless they have a Shieldred, which they look like they do. Super unfortunate. Go down to 18. Okay, we have a couple options. Crack Misty. Grabbing a Tundra. I can Mind Twist them for 3 down to 1 card in hand. That feels pretty good. Troll of Khazad-dûm, Emrakul, Reanimate. Do I want to exile any of these? Because I can Ghost Vacuum and Emrakul. But that opens it up if they just have Entomb plus Reanimate as their last 2 cards. Or Entomb plus Shallow Grave, I just die. But I get to Ghost Vacuum and Emrakul in 2 turns. I think I'm going to do that. And then I will pass turn with Bronco, not attacking here. So we're going to take a ton of damage. Voidwalker, got it. The problem with this is now they can Voidwalker my Treasure Cruise, which I really don't like. We draw a Swamp. Do I die if I... Because I have to activate Ghost Vacuum. When I Treasure Cruise, I'm going to take 6 damage down to 5. And then I'm dead to Voidwalker plus Shieldred. It's a pretty rough spot to be in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I spend 2 mana. I have 3 left. And I need to kill one of these 2. If I don't do anything, I take 5 damage down to 6, and then I'm dead the following turn. So, alright. Shieldred might just solo me. And I'm okay with that. And I think I die. Because there's nothing that I have that does anything. I have to chump block the Shieldred to not die here. I can him to Torok them, I guess. But I think I just lose. I literally just lose to Shieldred this game. Entomb was their last card. Freaky. Yeah, there's no way for me to gain life at instant speed in the deck. And I can't attack because I have to block Shieldred. Yeah, they attack. I die. Pretty rough. Attack gets exiled. Eat this. Lose the game. Man, unfortunate. The treasure cruise into Shieldred. It happens, I guess. See you next round. Well, we're not gonna mulligan this hand. So we'll see what happens. The old no lander. Land? Oh my god, that's so good. Okay. Swamp. Mox. Mox. Bronco. Pass. We'll see what my opponent's doing, and that will influence. Mono black, less likely for Jitte to be good. Him to Torok me. I can save my two best cards here. Or I could just Force of Will. I kind of like that. So I'm not going to Ballista. I think I'm just going to plain equip Jitte. Putting these back. Force of Will this. It just lets me choose what I'm losing. Draw my land. Play Jitte. We're going to reveal a Walking Ballista here. That's pretty cool. Jitte counters. Alright. They're hopefully not on Reanimator, but I don't know what else Mono Black does. I feel like everyone and their brother's playing Reanimator. Okay, you know, that's a red card. Makes Jitte better. You know what's weak against Jitte? Both Gut and Broadside Bombardiers, actually. Suplex. Exiling the artifact. Alright, let's gain some life. Is this saddle 3? That's a lot to saddle. But that's good that Jitte is good, because that tells me Walking Ballista is also probably good. Let's attack, see what I draw. Not Treasure Cruise. Shadowy Backstreet. Okay, so I can play this for 2. Play this tapped. Good card. Creature of the Schism. Okay. 2/4. Do I Bitter Triumph that? Let's Baleful Strix, see what I hit. Island. Yeah, we're gonna Bitter Triumph. I'm flooding so hard in these matches. Cast and discard a card to fuel a Treasure Cruise. Then I can saddle the Bronco. Am I gonna do 2 damage on average? Probably. I can hit Treasure Cruise and just dome them. Narset, perfect. Go ahead. Okay, they take Narset, unfortunate. But honestly, every 1-to-1 trade is so good with Bronco out. I just wish I had Jitte in play. Animate Dead the Preacher, you got it. It has 1 power, so I can just let them block me and then shrink. I don't have Jitte. For some reason I thought I had Jitte in play. Kaito's pretty sweet. Just stun counter their guy. Can I saddle with Kaito? Holy cow, I can. Let's go. Hit a swamp. We'll play the swamp. That makes us Walking Ballista easier. The Lonely Freebooter. Love it. Kaito's getting in there. This, put a counter on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's saddle here. Then let's ping this blocker down. Play this. Attack. I have my own freebooter and then they die. Okay. I guess I kind of showed them a card I didn't need to. Do I bring in Ghost Vacuum without knowing too much about their deck? It is black-red. I don't think that I do. This is just a Jitte League. Okay. We're finally not getting mana flooded in these hands, and it feels so much better. Okay, mountain. So let's go Mistress Bauble. See what's on top of my deck. Force of Will is great, so I will probe them. What do you got? All bad stuff. Okay. All bad stuff and a sneak attack. Let's go. I do have a brainstorm, so I guess we do want to save Misty for a turn if I can. I don't mind trading Baleful Strix with a Galvanic Blast. Let's just let that happen. I could hold up like Mana Leak, but I don't know. Yeah, Treasure Cruise, that kind of thing makes this better. Oh, and I get to draw. This deck's gross. Okay, Blast is gone, Swamp is gone. Thoughtseize, pretty good draw. It is what it is. They probably take Treasure Cruise. That's what I would take. Because Force of Will sucks. Sink into Stupor. Well, play this. Pass turn. So Thoughtseize was their draw. I know their hand exactly. And Sneak Attack is basically never going to resolve. Draw Swamp. I mean, we could set up like Troll of Khazad-dûm plus Force of Will or something. That's a pretty good draw, actually. Because eventually they might get up to that. Urza's pretty great. They can Infernal Grasp the Urza, but I get to keep my token, and then they Firebolt the token. I can Mana Leak the Infernal Grasp, actually. Depending on when they kill Urza. But I think that's a fine trade with me. I get to keep a token. They kill that, they lose 2. You got it. 2/2 creature. They Firebolt the Construct. They play a Mountain. Here comes Sneak Attack. I will just Force of Will this. I think at this point Mana Leak has lost its value. It kind of sucks to have to Force of Will that when I know they basically don't have anything good with it, but it is what it is. I can play a Troll of Khazad-dûm. I'm trying to check more if people are messaging me. So if I play against you and I forget, I'm sorry. Swamp. Fine draw, I guess. I spoke too soon about not flooding out. I've had 6 lands on turn 5 almost every time. In this case, it was good because I have Troll. But obviously, like, other cards would be better. Kitesail Freebooter takes the sink. Not the end of the world. We know Firebolt was 1 card. They reanimate Bale. That's pretty good. Any third blocker helps them. Stoneforge Mystic, no white mana because I fetched wrong. Oh, that's on me. I had so many swamps. Jitte here would go crazy. Liliana. Ah, Jitte would be so good. I mean, they're going to kill my troll, but otherwise it would be sick. They don't attack. Ballista is pretty good. Cast you. I can kill both of their creatures. I guess I'll pass. Each player discards. What's worse? Stoneforge. I guess I will just. I can't cast the Stoneforge, and I know they have no cards in hand now. Team to Torok's funny. Ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. Cast this. I mean, that's it. That's the whole thing. Shoof. We attack Liliana for 1. And then we wait until her upkeep to remove a counter. It's very important. Kill Liliana. That's a lot of mana. Firebolt with flashback on the dude. They go to 1 life here. I guess I could have just killed them if I had paid more attention. Yeah. Take 5. Go ahead. What is this? Entomb. Okay. I mean, if they literally top deck... Oh, that one's not doing it. Entomb Overlord. How are... I guess they are trying to sneak this into play. Fair enough. Okay, that league was pretty good. We The one round I just flooded so hard. I'm trying to remember why else I lost. Mostly just flooding. But this deck was sweet. I mean, this was like one of the best leagues to show why I value Jitte so much above Skullclamp. It just, it crushed every, it was so good all the time. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.